What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's about to be a banger, of course. But let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alrighty, for today's video, we got you breathe in America and you owe someone 20%. Now, I'm not like, okay, I tip sometimes. Like, I tip most of the time, I should say. If I'm broke as fuck, I have $25 in my account, and I go on DoorDash, and my DoorDash order come out to $24.37. You're just not getting a tip. It just is what it is, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but you're just not getting a tip. If I go into the restaurant, and it's a buffet, I'm serving myself. I'm sitting down, I'm getting my food, serving myself, going back up there, getting my more food, serving myself, hit back down. I'm not tipping. Why would I tip you for that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, if I'm sitting at a restaurant, like a fucking Olive Garden, that's different. Yes, you get a tip. Golden Corral, Texas Roadhouse, you get it. Like, it's different, bro.
As an American, I can confidently say that
I even give a tip to Starbucks niggas.
Is one of the countries. Yeah. It is definitely a country that people live in.
Look, boy, ain't a baby backing that bitch up by herself, boy. This a real baby, boy. I'm in a apartment. Look at that baby.
You know, we got a lot of cool things here. We got burgers, hot dogs, baseball, assault rifles. But you know what we have here that's not cool? Tipping culture. Like, I understand tipping service jobs. You went above and beyond to give me a great experience.
Exactly.
So for that, I will tip you a good percentage. Like if your barber gave you a fresh, clean cut, gave your hair a nice wash after, you know, tickled your hair follicles a little bit. Maybe he started twerking on you butt naked. Your waiter was very attentive. You know, he had that sleight of hand equipped for those quick drink reloads. Made sure you weren't dying of thirst because he's a real one. They did a great job. They deserve a little extra. You know, buy yourself something nice. Them new J's came out, man. I got you, bro. Here you go. You earned it. But where I draw the line and what I can't understand is why all of these establishments are now asking for tips when they're just doing their normal job. The biggest offender of this are those restaurants that are not quite fast food, but they're not exactly sit-in restaurants either. Most of the time you have to clear your own table and get your own water. You know which ones I'm talking about. They're usually like local places. They literally just take your order and then ask for a tip.
And then when they put the screen around, why don't it say 15, 20, 25 or whatever? Or whatever it's supposed to say. My shit, last time I seen it said 25, 30, 35.
You gotta be fucking lying.
Damn!
Right after. They take the little iPad screen and spin it around and they're like, it's just gonna ask you a quick question here. And like 8 times out of 10, the person is upset when I don't tip. Brother, all I did was order food. I haven't even got my food yet. I don't even know if my food's gonna be good. I don't even know if you're gonna get my order correct. And you want me to tip? What the fuck? I especially hate it when the screen has preset percentages that are really ridiculously high. Like the lowest option is 20%, and then there's no obvious skip button. I hate when that happens. I hate when you have to click custom and press 0 just to not tip them because they refuse to put a skip button there. Here's a tip I'll give you. Get a better paying job if you want more money. Take it up with your superiors, alright? Blame the corporations for not paying you enough. Don't take it out on me, alright? I'm just here trying to get some food to feed my fat ass. I don't understand how you have the right to be upset with me. You want me to pay your damn wages, bro? I'm not your boss. I understand you have bills to pay and mouths to feed, but I have things I need to buy too, alright? I need to buy more Counter-Strike cases so I can keep gambling. So if I can save a couple dollars here and there, that's like 1 or 2 cases I can open, man. I mean, no hard feelings, bro, but yeah, I gotta save my money, man. But in all seriousness, you know, cost aside, the thing that really annoys me about the tipping culture we have is the principle of it. Alright, where does it end? Where do we draw the line? Because I'm seeing it starting to pop up literally everywhere. Self-checkout kiosks.
Man, get the fuck out of my... There's no way a self-checkout has a tip option. Who am I tipping? Am I getting the money? Am I getting the money for being the cashier? Like, oh, and of course, hold on 1 second, chat. I don't know why.
Self-checkout kiosks. Why? What am I tipping? Who's getting this tip? The AI? Like, I don't understand. I'm literally doing the job for you. Who am I tipping? Does the money go back into my account? I remember buying a shirt at a concert one time, and the dude who handed me a shirt had the nerve to ask for a tip while whipping that iPad screen around. Like, if you don't get your bald head ass, Agent 47 looking head ass out of here asking me for a tip, bro. Yeah, the guy who handed me the shirt was bald, by the way. You're lucky I don't reach over that counter and strangle you for asking me this dumbass question. All you did was hand me a shirt. Why do you need a tip for that? Are you trying to save up tips so you can afford a hair transplant surgery in Turkey? Like, I don't understand. Baristas? Like, why is it normalized to be tipping baristas now?
I'll tip the baristas though, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, at least my Starbucks that I have, they be writing some cool shit on there, you know what I'm saying, they be putting a little bit of extra caramel on my shit, you know what I'm saying, so they be doing me right, so I'll be tipping them.
All of a sudden, you're just making coffee. I used to work this job. It's not hard. The only logical reason I can think of why you would want to tip baristas is if you're trying to hit on them. Like, because I really don't see any reason why you would want to tip them in general. It doesn't deserve a tip. Like, imagine you ordered a black coffee, literally the simplest order ever, and you want a tip for that? You're just pouring it in a cup. How exactly are you going to go above and beyond as a barista to earn a tip? Like, are you going to jiggle my balls while you pour me this coffee? Are you gonna do backflips while you're serving me this coffee? What could you possibly do to set yourself apart from another barista? Regardless if I tip $0 or $100, the drink is gonna come out the same. So what incentive do I have other than being nice? And funnily enough, when I was working as a barista, there would be this old white guy who would always come around and order a black coffee. The easiest, like I said, the easiest thing to make, right? And every single time that there was a girl cashier, he would always try to tip him $20. So yeah, basically he was just trying to tip them because he wanted to hit on them. And now I guess this dude was just so creepy that every time that black coffee order came around, the girls would immediately recognize it and they would always send a guy to be the cashier and you know handle that transaction. And one time it was me. You know how much this guy tried to tip me? $5. Hey, I'm flattered. I know, I'm pretty handsome. And I know what some of you are thinking, oh, he just gave you the $5 as a consolation prize. You're not a woman, so he's just gonna give you less. He's just a nice guy. And to that I say you're wrong, because there was another time where the other male employee who was working there was helping him out and he got $0 in tips. So that was indirectly the biggest compliment I've ever gotten while working. And it was from an old white guy. What does that say about me? Like, if we're gonna tip people for making coffee, then at that point, why shouldn't we just tip all fast food workers? Because I feel like McDonald's, Burger King, like all those fast food employees deserve tips way more than baristas, because those jobs actually suck ass. And you know what? Why not just extend it to everyone at this point? You know, let's tip the guy at Walmart who greets you when you walk through the door. Let's tip that guy too, because he's just doing a great job. But the one that
the tipping culture is insane though, because it's like, how do you expect someone, okay, like you said, there's certain jobs that it's cool in, right? There's certain jobs it's okay in. But how do you expect someone to come and tip you when you work at a job like, what's a good one? What's a really good job to work at that you just, like a Planet Fitness, like a gym type of thing, or like like, you know what I'm saying? On some arcade shit, like, you know what I'm saying, just some wild shit that there's no way I should be tipping for. That shit's probably gonna start having some tips soon, chat. No cap. That shit's outrageous.
Makes the least sense and pisses me off the most is tipping for takeout. Why? Like, I'm literally driving there. I'm paying for the food with my own money, and I'm driving there with my car, spending my time to drive there, using my own gas to pick this food up, and I'm tipping you for that. Why? It's essentially the exact same as just going through a drive-thru, and I don't tip for drive-thrus. A DoorDash driver drives to the establishment, grabs the food, and delivers it to someone's doorstep. And obviously the DoorDash driver doesn't tip the restaurant when they pick up the food. I mean, that's just silly. When I order takeout, I am essentially the DoorDash driver. I am my own DoorDash driver. I am driving to that place so I can take it back to my place. You see what I'm saying here? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. You're just trying to steal more money from me. At that point, you might as well just mug me when I get to the restaurant to pick my food up. And the worst part is, and this has happened to me before, I ordered takeout and I was feeling like a nice guy. I tipped a little bit. I pick it up. I come back home, come to realize they got my fucking order wrong.
That's enough to make me turn around. Be like, oh, fuck no. You got me absolutely fucked up. No, that's enough to make me turn around. He's better than me.
I tipped just to go pick it up, and then my order was wrong. So I'm just a fucking clown emoji at this point. I literally just paid extra money for no reason. They couldn't even get my fucking order right. Fuck you. I'm actually gonna burn your establishment down. You suck. I hate all of you. And I find it so annoying that people will shame me for not tipping in these kind of scenarios. Why are you trying to act like you're morally better than me just because you're throwing a couple extra dollars their way? Even though you're the same kind of person that would just walk past a homeless guy who's laying on the street. You have no room to try and lecture me about what's good or bad. Now, if I could create the perfect society, I would make one where tipping is not necessary because the employees get paid enough. Isn't that a crazy concept? Like, imagine going to a restaurant and then you get the bill and there's no tip option. Like, imagine how nice that would be. Imagine just paying the bill and not even having to calculate a tip and write it down and all of that. Too bad that's just a dream, and that'll never happen. Oh wait, the rest of the entire world does that. That's literally the thing that all of the other fucking countries do. That was probably my favorite part of being in Japan. I didn't have to tip. Like, I didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. There weren't any iPad screens pressuring me to pick from preset percentages. And when it came to the prices of things, I didn't have to worry about calculating the tax because it was already included in the price. Isn't that mind-blowing? What a shocking thing to add. I don't understand how America is considered a first world country, man.
I was just about to say that every other country besides America has like no tip. Like we don't tip over here, man. We don't do that tipping shit. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed the video, and we go.
She call me Luda, bitch, I roll out with my shooters. She wanna fuck me in a Plymouth Barracuda. I got my gun on, yeah, she know I'm